No Japanese women were harmed in the making of today's episode.
Welcome back to No Ginger. I'm Samar.
I don't know why I thought it was going to be I'm Ash, I'm Samar, but no, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm Ash, and we have brought with us today
A special guest.
a very special guest who we've even highlighted by putting him in the middle.
The best spot.
The best seat in the house, I think.
I feel quite privileged.
Who are you? Why are you here?
I'm Samar's friend. Hi. I've been dragged to do this podcast. They needed a guest.
Friendship.
That's because we have an email that we don't know how to answer. Yes, we've been stumped, and we need male input.
Yeah, so this email, we could not answer. I don't think we could have answered fairly without a male input.
Yeah.
And my dear friend has opted to help us.
Yes. Thank you so much, Toph. Thank
Thank
you
you,
for being
Toph.
here. So, Toph, please
You're
tell
welcome.
us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? How long have you been in Japan?
How did we meet?
You know, jiko shokai.
The
Dozo.
usuals.
Yeah.
My name is Toffee. I have been in Japan for just over 6 years. Oh God, I forgot your name.
It was like me and
Samar.
Gerard.
Friendship
me and Jamar. Me and Samar met about 8 years ago
8 years ago.
when I was a student in Nagoya.
We were both students.
We were both students in Nagoya, and yeah,
But we didn't really like each other until 4 years ago.
she didn't like me. I don't have any negative feelings towards anyone.
I didn't
personally.
have any negative feeling. I had no feelings because he was a ghost at university. He was never there.
What does that mean?
I was quite a lone wolf, and I used to roam the streets of Aichi alone,
Yeah,
learning Japanese. And
He was
doing
famous
things.
at school for
for what?
busting his head open.
I may have cracked my skull at uni. But yeah, maybe that's an episode in itself.
Yes.
It might be. Sounds like definitely a no ginger situation.
definitely
I
was.
don't know. There is Ginger. He's still here.
I'm here.
He's still here. Thank God. Thank you.
Yeah.
The Japanese
'cause we
medical
needed it.
system that we shitted on 2 episodes ago.
Oops. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. Thank y'all.
They treat
Thank
me
y'all for
well.
your help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So in continuing on with the theme, Samar, what is you've been very excited about this. I have no idea what it is, but what is your no ginger this week?
My no ginger of this week is Toph.
You're going to invite somebody and then immediately just throw them
It's
in
my
the no
welcome.
ginger category.
I've heard a couple episodes. What could this possibly be?
So Toph really hates tardiness. He gets so upset.
Oh, it's like he thinks he's Japanese.
Yeah. If people are
How
late,
dare I?
and he gives them so much shit. So I'm usually kind of terrified to be late because Toph will never shut up about it. So a few weeks ago, I was meeting a friend from out of town. So I was trying to kind of rush to meet up with Toph, and I told him maybe I'll be late, and he's like, "You better be on time." So of course I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna be on time," and I race off to the meeting point, and I message "All right, I'm gonna be there at 59 minutes," and he's just like, "Oh, great, mate." I'm just like, "Oh, I did something right."
I praised her.
I was going to say low bar.
And then I show up and I'm like, "Guys, where are you?" And he's just like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And I'm just like, "What have I done? This is the right station. I checked and I'm at the time that we said we were going to be, except I was an hour early."
I was literally getting in the shower, and she's just like, "So I'm here."
And I didn't realize I had come an hour early. I was very confused. Everyone is getting mad at me in the chat, and I'm just like, but I'm
also
here. I'm on time.
Yeah, why are you getting upset at her for being early now? It's not just a matter of, okay, if the person is late, I'm frustrated. Now it's like, no, you have a 5-minute window in which it is okay with me for you to arrive. Maybe it's even a 1-minute window.
Without trying to gaslight anyone, even though she was there, the fact that she was early and I lived near the place that we were meeting, I felt bad leaving her out in the cold. So I just realized, okay, I haven't even showered yet. So I just need to like shower and somewhat get ready and then invite this person to my home. So she doesn't wait outside like for an hour. So it was a bit of stress. It was a bit of stress is what I'm saying.
But then, okay, what makes us no ginger is last week we were meeting up.
Oh,
and
God.
I showed up only 5 minutes early and he got mad at me. So I think this is just a no ginger. He's going to get mad at me no matter what I do.
No, you have a 1 minute window. If he said 6 o'clock, you have from 6 o'clock to 6 o'clock and 59 seconds.
You have 60 seconds.
Well,
I think
even more generous than I thought. I was only given
it's
59.
You're welcome.
I should be late from now on. That's
Just
the
give
only
up.
reason.
As a chronically late person, what I've learned in life is people just give up on you and they just start
I'm
expecting
on time or early these days. It's an illness these days, but I think
Yeah, I didn't even know what to do this morning when you were like, "Oh, I'm going to show up right at 11." I thought it'd be like 11:30.
it was all him.
But that makes sense. Now I
Yeah.
understand.
Yes.
There's a reason we're on time.
Is this to praise yourself or what are you doing here?
I just feel like there isn't an issue with coming at the time stated. Not any earlier, not any later. Just like, oh, I'm here at 11.
So that is my no ginger.
Sounds like a no ginger to me.
Yeah.
Do you think there's ginger tough?
I think it's definitely better to be early than it is to be late.
I get
Shogunite
yelled at if I.
But not
I'm on time.
an hour early.
Or even 5 minutes.
Okay.
5 minutes.
Thank you for being on time sometimes.
Thank you.
Let's take something positive from this.
All right, Ash. What's your no ginger of the week?
Okay, this is a little bit of a silly no ginger, but it's not really even Japan related. I want to give ginger politely to ANA. I want to apologize to ANA for all previous shit I have talked about ANA because I just flew Malaysian Airlines.
Malaysian Airlines. I flew them. They were nice.
Me too.
So I flew Malaysian Airlines on a red eye.
Oh.
They never turned the cabin lights off. Just cabin lights were on. So it's a 7-hour flight from Kuala Lumpur back to Narita. And they had the cabin lights off for a grand total of 1 hour, I think, during the flight. Because they have this whole thing about like, oh, well, we're giving you the best hospitality you could possibly receive. But they need to ensure that they are able to provide service. I felt like instead of for hospitality, I want to feel as if I am able to receive service when I want service. But during that flight, I felt like it was more of we want to give you service and we have to give you service. So we are going to ensure that there are lights on so that we can provide all the service we're determined to provide instead of me being able to say, no, I don't want dinner. They're like, here, you are having dinner. Oh, no, I don't need breakfast. Here, you are having it. But they also never gave water. And you know how I feel about water. I'm like terrified if I don't have a water bottle near me, like lack of water fear. I think there's an actual word for that, but I'm blanking on what it is. So it just, for me, it's a no ginger situation. It's just the experience that I had. I was not a fan of red-eye flights on Malaysian Airlines. And I'm comparing this to a red-eye I recently flew with ANA, where they just let me sleep. They turned the lights off, and I just slept the whole flight.
That's so weird. Like, I've never been on a flight where they didn't turn off the lights.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you leave the lights on?
Maybe it was broken. They couldn't.
No, because they turned it off at one point. At some point, it was off. Oh, well. So, yeah, this is a shogunai.
Shogunai for you. Yeah.
So tough. Now that you get the system, please bring to us your funny event, your complaint, whatever you have.
I'm nervous. I don't want to get it wrong.
You can't get it wrong.
You can't get it wrong. Like, what are we getting
Okay,
right
so I guess my no ginger is I booked a restaurant for like a group of me and my colleagues because one of them was leaving the company. So it was kind of like a bye-bye dinner. And it looked great on Hot Pepper, but it looked a bit too good for the price. This was in Shinjuku in Tokyo, quite a sus area to be honest. And I was a bit worried. I was like, I don't think the reservation's gone through. I haven't really got that much of a confirmation of than auto one, but it was quite close to work. So me and one of my other colleagues, we went to check out the place during our lunch break to see if it actually existed. So we go over there, and it opens at 12 p.m. and we find the establishment. It's in a building full of girls' bars and host clubs, and we're like, what have we done? And then we find the actual room, and it says, we're closed for today.
You've been had, my friend.
So I'm like, dude, it says they open at 12. It was like maybe like 1:30 or something. And then we're like, well, we need to think of a place that can accommodate like 12 people for today. Like, if like this doesn't work out. I managed to call them a little bit later, like during work, and it like I could have a conversation with them. I was like, okay, cool, let's just go, it'll be fine. We go in there. The first thing they serve us is literal like single crackers with hard cheese on top of it.
Like a saltine with like a little piece of like American cheese or something.
It was literally like that.
Did you check the Google reviews?
The Google reviews were really good.
How many were there?
There were something like 77, and it was a 4.4.
But 77 is not a good number. You need like hundreds.
Okay.
This is what I've learned. Yeah, this is what I learned from
But
Japan.
more importantly, did you check taberogu?
I checked hot pepper.
But see, I feel like when it comes to restaurants, taberogu is the one to check.
Taberogu is the shout.
But also you need to check like the reviews. Is it Japanese people commenting or is it foreigners? If foreigners are commenting, disregard.
Well, that's the thing is, if I see like it's a 4.6 or something like that, I immediately think, oh, a bunch of foreigners got here.
Right.
There's not been a Japanese person.
Yeah. They were... The comments were all Japanese, but there was one comment which I've now realized might have been true, which was, it was somebody saying all of these reviews are fake.
Yes.
And after my experience there, I think they really were.
Yeah, because
it was terrible.
You can you can click on the profiles if it's like 5-star, 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 and you go on the profile of those people and they haven't reviewed anything else.
You know it's a fake review.
Or if they always do 5-star reviews, it's sus.
Yeah.
Sus, bro.
I think I was completely had. Yeah, it was a terrible experience. There was like a hanging snowman.
So they
it was like a koshitsu.
I'm sorry, when you say like a hanging
private
snowman,
room.
do you mean like on a noose?
On a wire. I was like an electric snowman, but it was just hanging from the ceiling, like randomly in the middle of the room. It was very, very strange. It was a weird time.
Well, perhaps at least the person you were saying goodbye to now has fully no regrets leaving the company.
Yeah, yes. It's like, okay, well, yeah.
Like, clearly, y'all wanted me to leave. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much,
Thanks, bye.
It sounds like this restaurant can't differentiate between Halloween and Christmas. They're just in between.
Honestly.
Well, it's Nightmare Before Christmas. New character, like...
Yeah, hanging snowman.
Yeah, snowman on a noose.
Okay.
Great.
Well,
So is that like, what do I do now? Is it like a note? Do I say to...
Well, I mean, I think there's Ginger. You could have checked
booked
more.
somewhere
It's
else.
always a risk when you're booking something new
Yeah, always.
and you don't know.
This is why I always go to the same places.
Yeah, they're reliable. So I think there's a little bit of ginger to your situation, but
Okay.
at the time, no ginger for your colleague, your
As
poor
of now,
colleague who was leaving.
Fully no ginger.
GG.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Are you ready for why we have brought you here?
Oh my god, yes.
Okay. Welcome to our email segment.
I did not like this email.
I also don't like this email.
Oh wow.
Get ready. Get ready, tough. Dear Samar and Ash, the normalcy of cheating culture here means I'm finding it hard to even want a stable relationship. The majority of my Japanese female friends and acquaintances either cheat or are serial flirters. Outward appearance seems to be more sought after than real commitment. Should I lose hope and remain a dog on these streets, or do loyal bitches, female dogs, exist? Sincerely, Snoopy.
As you can see, audience, it was very hard for us to
We
deal
thought
with
about
this
it, but
email as we have never dated.
Snoopy.
They did Snoopy so wrong. Like,
Yeah.
Snoopy should not be in their mouth.
I'm pretty sure Snoopy is an innocent, just wants to be a pilot, just wants to fly around his doghouse,
Yeah, have friends.
have
Over for
friends.
Thanksgiving.
Peanuts. all these things.
Okay.
Okay, first reaction, Toph.
Okay, so it seems like the problem is that they think Japanese women or people in Japan, women in Japan are disloyal, and it's kind of like an accepted part of society.
And they have a fear of getting into relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should make this gender specific. Maybe it's like Japanese people, the dating culture in Japan, like there's a lot more cheating than other places. Is there concern?
It sounds like, to me, it sounded like the women that they are focusing on might give that impression, because I've actually taught this kind of topic because cheating culture has been so popular recently in the media. And what they have done, because it's a bit offensive that Japan has recently become branded as the cheating country of the world. Like, they look up, like, what are the top 10 cheating countries, and Japan is nowhere to be found. The number 1 is Thailand, supposedly. But, like, it's really hard to find actual research on this because most people are not experts or, like, want to reveal their history. But it sounds like this person, this guy is running up against a wall with dating.
I think, well, I don't know, because I'm not a Japanese woman, and I don't think that will be in my future. But I also think that there's perhaps a difference between how people feel entering a relationship with a Japanese person or entering a relationship with a foreigner living in Japan. There's like one is very much the expected relationship still, and I don't think that this is specific to Japan. There are many cultures where like dating within your culture is very much expected. And then dating outside of your culture, especially if you're dating like a Westerner, where in the East, Westerners kind of have this impression of being like a little bit looser, a little bit more fun, like, you know, we might just pop out to the bars and who knows what might happen that night kind of vibe. I think that that's very much like the media given impression. So then when it comes to, oh, well, they're not going to date me seriously, it's not necessarily your fault or their fault. Like, we're working against two different media impressions that we've been given.
Yeah.
And a cultural difference as well. So it's like, though the expected thing to do is date someone within your culture before you're ready to settle down, you just want to date around, and it's like kind of cool, I think, to date a foreigner. It seems to be. Plenty of my students love to say things like, oh, I really want to date an American guy.
I want to marry and have kids with an American guy.
Or quite recently, I really want a Korean boyfriend.
Yeah, that's on trend right now.
Yes. So
Korean men, look out.
The fact that it's a trend.
It's literally a trend.
Yeah, I do feel that it is a trend.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there can be an impression that foreign men are also cheaters.
And having met many who are, I see where the stereotype comes from. And I've also met many who are very faithful. So, you know, it's definitely like a person by person basis type of case by case situation. There's always going to be someone who fits the stereotype. There's a reason why stereotypes exist. And there's always going to be people who are like, no, absolutely not. I'm not that type of person.
Yeah.
But how to find them?
I think what Ash is saying is quite important. It's case by case, but stereotypes come from somewhere. This writer is clearly dealing with, I guess, the experiences he's having with women seem to be that of somebody who feels like they're being cheated on.
I think for me, dealing with Japanese culture and where it becomes like difficult with cheating is that Japanese people tend to value their privacy way more than Americans, for example. They're not everyone, but they tend to be more closed books. They don't really like questions about like their day or like to investigate deeper into their day. And that can feel very suspicious. I don't think it always is suspicious, but it makes it harder, I think, to detect whether people are cheating or not, because they're not really giving you a lot of information. So for me, I think people who are reluctant to share information and who kind of hide like their communications very blatantly are just
That's quite suspicious.
I think for the privacy thing, I always have this example I tell my students where I knew this guy who was a foreigner who had been living with his Japanese girlfriend for a long time, like maybe 5-6 years. And he was telling me he'd been cheating on her the whole time. And I was just like, bro, how did you manage to do that? 5 years, right? And he was just like, I just go out for one night stands and it leaves no trail. And I asked him, like, if your girlfriend hadn't been Japanese, like if she'd been American or a different nationality, could you have pulled this off? And he was like, no way. No.
Like, because the girlfriend, if let's say she was an American girlfriend, she would constantly be asking, like,
yes,
what were you doing today? What are you getting up to? What was upsetting? What was exciting? All this. Yeah, I mean, like, we're kind of
nosy.
That's a great,
yeah. Not only Americans, I think other countries like expect more communication as well.
Yeah.
So they're more like trying to suss things out. Not everybody. I think more recently, like I think some women expect like when they date foreign men that they will cheat, but some actually date them because they think they're more romantic and loyal than other types of men. So like you have like those two stereotypes, like the Disney prince stereotype and then the philanderer going across.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the gray area is, but that's probably what you're actually getting.
Yeah. So I think this guy also probably is going after girls that are more looking to play around. I think Japanese people call it like the buriko. Mm-hmm. Have you guys heard of it?
Or like the flirty.
Buriko is like that person who just like agrees with everything a guy says. Like their voice goes like 5 octaves higher when a man walks in the room.
Give us an example, some more.
Toph just walked in the room.
First of all, the Chansky.
The chills.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. I'm
like
I need a bucket.
Does it sound familiar?
Yes.
And this is where I fall in love.
Allegedly.
I mean,
okay.
Imagine not me, someone else doing this. Who is that?
A very cute,
Okay.
well dressed, good makeup.
So offensive. So offensive. Just so offensive. But
How does it make you feel?
to be honest, I like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like somebody who isn't providing a sense of conflict or challenge. It's quite nice. It's quite comfortable. But at the same time, it does get boring. And I think that's with most guys. I can definitely talk for myself. Like if someone's constantly agreeing with you, constantly just like anything you're saying is the way to go, don't really have their own opinion or their own like backbone.
But I think like the reason buriko has become like a word in Japan and like why like girls and guys hate this kind of person is because they're being fake.
Right.
Right? They are not actually, they're just trying to kind of get attention and then they would be kind of the flirty type, right? Because this is the way they behave around like any guy. So I think the American equivalent is the pick-me girls.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you.
I think this emailer, Snoopy, our dear Snoopy,
should lose hope and remain a dog on these streets.
No, I think they need to be more careful about the kind of people that they interact with. Have you guys heard about Japanese girl Rizz?
No.
What is Japanese girl Rizz?
What does that look like? Are you going to give us another performance, Samar?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I found this on the internet. I'm not sure if it's true, but I thought this is so accurate. So it's called Sashi Susei So.
Oh, I do know Sashi Susei So.
Yeah, Sashi Susei So.
Do you know this one?
You let us know if this sounds familiar.
Okay.
All right.
So sa. Sasuga! And shi. Shiranakatta! Su. Sugoi! Se. I've never heard of this one, but
Sensegai.
And so. Sonanda.
That is really good.
Yeah. But do you know what's super
That is
interesting
really
about it?
good. It's a good observation. Wow.
It's a Japanese.
It's like a
girl
known,
reel.
yeah, it's a known thing. The sashi susei. So,
Does it sound
Yeah, yeah.
familiar, sir?
Wow. Yes. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it does. But it's like a really good observation.
Well,
it's like a known thing.
Japanese girl Rizz.
It's like
Yeah.
the expected way to talk to a man. Actually, I
Yeah.
saw this. So I was at Pimpin' Boy and I were at an oyster restaurant, and while we were having a proper dinner date, next to us is another couple having a dinner date. Japanese guy and his girlfriend, ostensibly. This guy spoke the entire time. I don't think he put any food in his mouth because he was too busy blabbering. But homegirl was just constantly, すごい, そうなんですか? センスがいいね. すごい, just over and over and over and over again. She never said anything else. There was no like indication that she liked anything or that she had any thoughts at all.
Yeah.
Just constantly this over and over and over again. And the guy was clearly so pleased with it because he just kept talking and hyping himself up. And he was just an average salaryman. His job was not that fascinating, but the way she was reacting, he could feed off of that energy. And so then his average like marketing job or whatever, I think it was, he was really like glowing. Like you would think that he was just making millions and millions of yen every year, just really rolling in it just because of how this woman was treating him on this date. And I think that that's like kind of the expectation socially. So, you know, when women are not really willing to offer their opinions, it's because you're not expected to. You're just supposed to hype up the
But
guy
I
you're
think
with.
these type of women who do this like Japanese Rizz girl thing and then the buriko, I think they make men feel amazing in the beginning, but I would guess that because they're not really building an emotional connection, like it's one-sided,
Yeah.
they would easily cheat on you because they don't.
Yeah,
they don't-
because
you don't
they're
care,
not-
but you
you
don't
can't
care
learn to
about
care
them,
about them.
and
That's right.
they, in return, don't care about you.
And then
So-
they go, okay, well, I've had fun. And like now this guy's no longer interested in all of my sashi susei so. So now I'm off to do it with another guy who's going to be blown away the first time. And I think so essentially somebody who is willing to share parts of themselves and willing to actually say their opinion
Like,
might
open
be,
up to you?
Yeah,
Yeah, like
might
a-
really be the kind of partner that Snoopy is looking for.
But they might not be the most outgoing girl that you're gonna find out on these streets if you're looking in the streets.
The
Stop
streets,
looking
you
at the
mean?
streets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
essentially get off the
Go
corners,
inside.
Snoopy. Go
Go inside.
inside.
Yeah, I think like the probably more normal. I don't want to say normal, but like Japanese women who don't do these behaviors as constantly are probably your safest bet.
But where do you find them?
I think doing normal things. They're not
Just
going to
not
be
on
on
the
the streets.
streets.
Not on the streets.
Just get off the streets, mate.
So, Snoopy, there's Ginger, but I think you need to reflect upon yourself and what gets you going and change it. Do you have any as the man?
Yeah, I
Any-
mean, to answer his question, not all women are like this, even though all of the women in your experience are. Sometimes it's best to look inwards and see what you're doing in terms of looking for a partner. And we need this. We kind of want somebody to hype us up, be like, give us that kind of feeling of being arrogant.
You want
Like,
your
the
macho
confidence.
moment.
The kind of-
You get
the-
confidence.
Yeah, to have that
You want
confidence.
to feel like
but
you've
not all
earned
the
your
time.
arrogance.
Yeah, but also, I guess Snoopy, just be aware that some women are very tactical about this. When it's honest and true, and your girl is really hyping you up, you'll feel the difference between somebody who's just trying to do a thing, as they'd say.
So, moving on,
Let's do it.
we have created a new segment for you
Because we want to show off how unqualified we are
to be on this podcast.
to be on this podcast. So this game is called Are You Jozu?
Because, as you know, most foreigners in Japan are not really Jozu.
What is Jozu? Tough, what's Jozu?
Jozu, it means to be good at something. And what does it mean when somebody compliments you saying you're really jozu for foreign people? Sama?
It means you put two sentences together, maybe incorrectly, but you made sounds.
Yeah.
So this game is hopefully a way for all of us to actually become Jozu. We're
Not just with Japanese language, but with all things Japan.
And maybe in the future, foreign things, like British things, or
Let's go. Let's do it.
other country things.
I will fail at that segment. I will tell you right now, there's not going to be a single Jozu available.
We can, yeah.
I'll
So,
get you back with Southern stuff later.
so obviously, Toph is here as our
I am.
game master.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Tough.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
Toph, for your contributions.
Of course.
Okay. So, Ash and I are going to compete to see who is more Jozu.
I'll tell you who it's not right now. It's this girl.
It's definitely not
I'm
me.
pointing at myself.
I'm definitely not me.
Okay,
All right,
ready.
Toph,
We
what
have
do you have?
notepads.
Okay.
Yes.
And how many questions are we getting asked?
We have 5 questions for you guys today.
Exciting.
5 chances to embarrass myself.
How
Awesome.
many things do I not know?
Oh yeah, that's
Just quickly, if I could get a number from each of you, how many years have you been in Japan, Ash?
We don't need to talk about this.
no, it's good. This is my 5th year.
Yeah, so it's less embarrassing for you. I've been
And
here
Sama?
8 years.
8 years. Okay, well.
I don't know
Ejuken
anything.
is coming for you, isn't it?
Okay, well.
Not if I fail this test.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll get started.
I'm
so,
ready. Hit me with number 1.
easy one to start you off.
I don't believe you.
Question number 1. What is the national flower of Japan?
Easy peasy.
So easy, oh my god.
It has to be. Hold on.
Please provide your answers in kanji.
Definitely
no.
not. Get out of here.
Stop.
Okay, question number 2. Which prefecture is the smallest in Japan? The smallest prefecture in Japan.
Oh my god, can I return that? How many prefectures are there in Japan, Toffee?
Oh my god. Is it like 42?
It's 47.
It's 47?
It's 47,
How long
man.
have you lived here?
It's going to be edited out because I'm not a contestant on this game. I don't know why I'm being questioned.
No,
is
no,
it actually
no.
47?
It's literally 47. You can Google it right now.
This is somebody who just
I-
stays in Tokyo.
Okay. All right.
How
My
many
answer.
wards are in Tokyo?
23.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
so-
glad
Is
you
it-
got
is
that
it-
right.
it's actually- I whispered it because I was scared.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Question number 3. So this is a Japanese slang question. So what is the meaning of Nikki and Neki? Nikki.
I'm not cool
Nikki.
enough to know Japanese
Why?
slang.
They are,
Why does
they are
it-
related to each other, but what's the meaning of them?
All I can think of is spring onions. Just don't look over here. Keep your eyes to yourself. This is a test. This is serious exams right
Yes,
now.
indeed.
This is whether or not you get Ejuken.
I think I'm not doing well. I might be deported.
Okay. All right. Question number 4 we are on. So, recently, like all of the Japanese bills have changed, like the people on them, the Japanese money.
I remember that happening.
So,
They're pretty cool. I
Yeah.
like the new ones. At first, I didn't like
They are
them.
very pretty. Okay, so on the 1,000 yen note, who do we have? Who is on
You know what?
the
I'm annoyed because
1,000
I'm
yen
pretty sure I
note?
only knew who was on the 10,000 yen note. Shoot.
Oh, I
I
can't
didn't
remember.
know any of these, to be honest.
Let's
It's
just put
probably
down a
the
very
hardest
common
question.
Japanese name and hope it works.
Okay. Are we good? Question number 5?
Okay,
We good?
okay. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 5. What does this phrase mean? Not literally, but in which scene would you use this phrase? Ohana o tsumi ni itte kimasu. What does this phrase mean? Not literally, but in what scene would you use it? Should I give a translation? So it literally means I'm going to pick some flowers. But what does it mean, if you will?
Can I have 2 guesses?
No.
Damn, Tom!
It's literally a quiz. Literally a quiz.
Okay, well, like, I could get, like, half credit if it's literally a quiz. Sensei? Okay.
One answer per
Okay.
person, please.
Okay.
All right. Ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
For the answers?
Yeah.
We should give our answers. Yeah.
Well,
All
we'll
right,
give
so,
our answers.
Let's see. Okay, so the first question was, what is the national flower of Japan? Samar, what is your answer?
It's correct. Sakura.
Sakura.
Yeah.
Sakura, very famous flower. And Ash, what is your answer?
I also have sakura.
Sakura. The answer is sakura. Yes, a cherry blossom. The famous pink cherry blossom of Japan.
Right, we got
that is
1 point.
the national
I
flower.
have exactly 1 point.
Well
Probably.
done.
This is the only point I am getting
It was
in
kind
this
of
game.
a warm-up question.
It was. It was very kind. I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, okay. Question number 2. What is the smallest prefecture in Japan? The smallest prefecture of the 47 prefectures. Which is the smallest? I genuinely
It's obviously
forgot again.
Hokkaido.
Ash.
Okay. Don't know. So I just thought of a random prefecture that's way down south, and I've just chosen Miyazaki, which I know is
Miyazaki.
incorrect, but I'm just picking it. Miyazaki.
Miyazaki.
Because it has nice chicken.
Nice small
Nambang?
chicken.
They are small chickens.
Okay.
I guess. I don't know.
It's a really
They're
weird
not big
line
enough.
of thinking.
They're not big enough to warrant a Shinkansen station. So there's that.
Samar, what do you think? The smallest prefecture in Japan?
I just remember it being small when I went, but I felt like Nara was pretty small.
Hey, Nara is huge.
Is it?
I feel Nara is kind of big.
I just remember there's a park with deer, and there's one temple, and the end.
But the whole prefecture?
How do you know that was the entire prefecture?
That's all I remember.
Okay.
Going off of memory.
Not
Sorry,
not
Nara.
the strongest round, guys. I'll be honest. Well, you are both wrong.
That we knew.
Oh, we
The
do.
smallest prefecture is Kagawa-ken.
Do you know what's crazy? Look here, is that I first wrote a K. That's so
What
sad.
was that K about to become?
Well, I was going to say Kochi, and then I was like, that
Okay,
doesn't make
well-
any sense.
I just have never heard of Kagawa. Like
It's small, it's apparently it's tiny.
It's I don't know what there is.
What is in?
there.
If you live in Kagawa, please write in and let us know what we should, if it's worth seeing, if it is small but mighty.
It looks stunning.
You Google?
Yeah, it's in the northeast of Shikoku Island.
Okay,
Beautiful.
well, at least it is in
We need
Shikoku.
to go visit Kagawa.
Yeah, okay. All right. Question number 3. We have the Japanese slang question. So I wanted the meaning of Nikki and Neki. Ash.
Okay, I have no clue. I can still only think of negi, as in like leek, but I want it to be like sweet and salty or like sour and sweet or something like that, but I have no freaking clue. So I literally wrote down negi.
So your
Onion?
onion.
Onion is my answer.
Popular Japanese slang term.
Okay.
Onion.
I thought since skincare is really big right now,
Okay.
and it sounds like kind of nikibi, that maybe it's slang for pimples and blackheads.
Ooh.
disgusting.
It's like a good guess.
Yeah, like
you
it's
have-
actually
you have
genuinely
think- you
a
have
good guess. There
thinking.
was really some thought put into that.
close?
Oh no, you're both you're both completely wrong.
Okay, but I could have told you that. I feel like Samara, if you just like let her, I could have been convinced
Yeah.
with that
just
one.
let
I
me
thought that
have
was
it.
a really nice answer.
If I say the word aniki, have you heard this before?
brother.
Like brother? Yeah.
That's what it means. So Nikki is aniki and
This is like
Neki is
Yakuza shit?
aneki.
Sorry.
Yes, it is
I just
Yakuza.
said I wasn't gonna swear.
It is Yakuza stuff. Yes. I mean,
How the
Yakuza
heck
stuff,
are we supposed to know this? Okay, well now you guys know.
You know for
Nikki
sure we are not
and
part of
Neki.
Yakuza.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
We are
tattoos, you don't see
innocent.
those.
Yes. So aniki as in a boy and aneki as in girl,
Okay.
kanji wise.
That's good to know.
Okay, question number 4 is on the current 1,000 yen bill. The Japanese 1,000 yen bill.
Do you
What
know?
is the name of that person? Samar.
Maybe I went to a conference and someone mentioned his name.
Okay.
I feel like it's Shibusaburo. Okay.
Ash, what is your guess?
I just put the name Suzuki because I was like, we're gonna pick a common name. I also
These
wrote down
people were
Tanaka.
like
Okay.
100 years ago. They had
Suzuki
more
Tanaka.
complicated names.
You are correct. It's Suzuki Tanaka.
Really?
No.
No.
God, what?
What?
No way.
Who is it?
The Shiba Saburo is 1,000 yen.
Yes.
Let's go. Next question.
Question number 5. Ohana o tsumi ni ittekimasu. What does this mean?
Picking up girls.
Whoa.
Wait, I also wrote pick up a girl, but then I crossed it out. I wrote take a shit.
Oh God. Okay, so so Samar believes women are just
Flowers.
objects of beauty. and nothing more.
Hey, you're reading way too far into that. We are beautiful.
Yeah.
On occasion. Like, maybe not right now, but, well, Samara always looks nice.
Thank you. You
Well,
also
I can
always look
tell
nice.
you.
That's a lie.
Toph also always looks nice.
I
Because
know.
he's
Aw.
always
He's
showering
beautiful.
when I meet him.
That's thank you for doing that. I really
Because he's showering
appreciate
when I meet him.
When I try to find him, he's always, I'm in the shower.
I'm in the shower.
Cough.
I'm literally in the shower. One of you are, well, I guess correct.
Which one? Me.
Ash. So it means I'm going to the bathroom. So not as literal as you put it, but it means I'm going to, like, nature's calling.
I will take my 2 out of 5 points.
I also got a 2 out of 5.
It's a draw.
It's a draw.
No, that's not fun. We need like a tiebreaker.
Okay.
Okay, Toph, come up with a question.
Tiebreaker question?
Yeah.
On the spot, let's go.
It can be
This is
anything
anything.
about Japan
Oh,
or even
wait.
the UK.
Okay, so speaking of 1,000-yen notes.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Okay.
What have you done?
I've got a really good question.
Do you
All right. So on the old 1,000-yen note, which I'll put in front of you guys right now, we have the other guy.
Noguchi.
Mm-hmm.
Noguchi-san.
Yeah.
And on the back of it, we have this beautiful picture of Mount Fuji, Fuji-san, and I think Sakura, maybe.
Yes.
What is on the back of the new 1,000-yen bill?
Bro,
I have it in my
use
hand right now.
PayPay.
Okay,
I
hold
use
on.
PayPay.
But I know the answer to this one.
Oh, lovely, amazing.
I totally know it.
It's unfair.
Do you know it?
I don't use my eyes.
Well, that we've been new. All right, now give us new information, Samar. Samar
hold on, let
uses
me
her
think.
eyes too much to edit.
Yeah, my eyes are gone. Okay.
It's the most commonly used bill. And Japan is technically still quite cash-based, so you've definitely seen it.
I think Japan is less cash-based than people think.
It's
these
after
days.
COVID.
Yeah.
Come on, it's a new era.
Okay.
We
Wait,
needed a plague.
Do I get a hint?
Woodblock prints.
Oh my god, that's such a big hint.
I know.
Oh.
Okay, it's...
No, don't give her another hint. If she can't get it off of that,
You
then-
basically told her the answer.
I literally just did.
Wood block prints.
Well, this is maybe Samar doesn't read either.
Japanese things?
I
Probably
can't
not.
believe you're still not getting it.
Calligraphy.
It's the Great Wave over Kanagawa.
The what?
The Great Wave over Kanagawa.
You know the big wave? Have you never seen this before? I feel like
Like
she's...
the thing on people's t-shirts?
No.
I guess if they're
Do you
wearing a
have the
t-shirt.
bill? Just show her the bill. Okay,
Samar,
so
Samar,
the Great Wave over Kanagawa is
one of the
this
most
massive.
famous...
Yeah, this is
Images.
the thing on people's t-shirts.
It's also like
So-
genuinely one of the famous, most famous pieces of art ever. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up.
I'm not into art, as we can.
I was so nice with that hint too. I felt like I was really just out here with that one.
I would
I'm
have
just gonna say
never
Ash
gotten
wins.
this.
So Ash wins, and Samar, you need to like learn a little bit about Japan. My God.
In terms of art, I'm trash. Like in America, Japan, any country, I will not know anything.
But this one?
It's
Mount Fuji and the wave.
the wave. Yep.
The famous
yes, the
wave.
The famous wave.
Yes.
Congrats, Ash! Yay!
Thank you.
I will redeem myself next time. Maybe. Possibly.
I hope so.
No art questions, please.
If anyone has art questions, please submit.
Don't send them. I
Send them in.
I got like a 65. Like I
On what?
almost failed art history in Japan when I was studying abroad. Like that teacher was so kind to pass me because I hated art class so much.
The teacher just didn't want to have to.
I wasn't
have
gonna
you
come
again.
back, but I was just like, please let me pass. I had to do like a presentation on Japanese art history, and I
So
just-
you've actually taken an art history class? And you-
in Japan.
yes, I have.
I don't
we
think
can't save you. We can't.
there's nothing I could say.
All I remember is Fuji and gaijin are important, and Tale of Genji is also important. And I didn't go to class.
Okay,
so
but-
that did not help.
Okay, now it makes
No.
sense. You didn't go to class. Okay, it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, I can. All right, I got it. You
Yeah,
saved
yeah.
yourself now.
Cool.
Yes.
I understand.
Okay. Well, we hope you learned things that'll make you not look like an idiot like me. So,
As long as you know the Great Wave over Kanagawa, it can't get worse.
all right.
All right, this
That's-
has been.
No ginger.
Our podcast is produced in its entirety by Ash and Samar. Special thank you to Toph and to you, our listener. Subscriptions and DMs are welcome at nogingerpodcast on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, or wherever social media is found. Or send submissions to nogingerpodcast@gmail.com. If you've got a problem,
We'll put it on the podcast.
bye!
Peace.